And now, freelance heroism.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates to the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Crispy, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
It's late. It's late right now.
It is, yeah.
Some people came by to paint the outside of the house, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And because they were there scraping on shit and sandblasting and everything, there was a weird noise. We couldn't record the intro.
Yeah.
And then we just totally spaced it out because we were running shit in Diablo. So here we are.
Yep.
At 9:53 at night.
It's late. This episode is going up in a handful of hours.
There will be no what is it, quality control for this?
No,
Nothing.
yeah.
Yep. This is one and done.
That's right.
So, do they know what color they're going to paint the outside of your house?
Well, I was only informed that the house was being painted about 30 hours before they started. And I'm pretty sure the only reason I was informed was so that I could get all of my stuff off the porch.
What is it? Well, what color are they doing?
I don't know. They're still scraping.
Well, the scraping is the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. In all fairness, I wanna be like, wow, that's weird, but every house in Maine needs to be painted.
That's true.
They all need to be painted, scraped immediately, and repainted. There are some flaky fucking houses up there in Maine.
It's true.
Every house has like house scabs on it. Like fucking, they all got like house dandruff.
It's just the look here. Everything has to look like it's been, sitting on a cliff by the seaside for the last 80 years.
Well, they've done it. They've done a good job. They've successfully completed that visual. I mean, I remember like everything looks so textured there. It looks like a Fallout game. You know what I mean? It's just like it's very, very crackly surfaces over there.
Yeah.
And your roads are narrow.
The roads are very narrow.
What the fuck is going on with all those roads?
Because they were made when people were just walking everywhere.
Well, make them wider. What are you doing? Like, remember there was one we went to go to a restaurant, right? And we went, and you're like, I know where I'm going. And you, by the way, Rachel drives like a fucking crazy person.
That's not true.
She drives crazy.
That is not true.
You should see like the fear I had. I was gripping the fucking armrest of this fucking car.
I'm a good driver.
Yeah.
But people in New England are aggressive drivers, so you have to also be an aggressive driver.
Right. That makes total sense. There's a traffic circle over by your house.
There's 2 traffic circles by my house.
I wouldn't know. I closed my eyes at the beginning of the first. I don't know how many circles there are. There could be 50. I wouldn't know. I just grit my teeth, close my eyes, and pray to, nothing. Pray to the great entropy and the nowhere. Look, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I thought you'd drive a little crazy, but what do I know? I'm a terrible driver. I'm the worst. I'm real bad. I'm the kind of guy that when I'm driving and there's like a red light, I just kind of I just judge how busy the roads look.
Oh my God.
I know. I don't mean to do it, but it's just in my brain.
I would never do that.
I know. I'm just like, man, these rules aren't for me. These are for dumb people. These are dumb people. I get that. I mean,
wow.
It's there's nobody fucking here. Why am I? It's like going to the zigzaggy lines at the bank. There's no one in line. Just walk to the fucking front. What are we doing? Why are we playing this game together? This fucking fake bullshit zigzag. If you go to the bank and there's no one in line, do you walk through the zigzags?
No, but if I somehow accidentally cut in front of someone or bump into them, there's a lot less damage than if we were both in cars.
Yeah, but there's no one there, Rachel. You see what I mean? Like, I know I'm supposed to follow the rules better. And in cars, I literally make a mental effort to try to do it. But you know what? A red light at 2:30 in the morning with nobody on the roads in the middle of butt fuck nowhere, Georgia. Do you know what my brain says when I see it? It doesn't see the color red. It sees the color green. I know.
Wow.
And stop signs, I'm just like, well, whoops. Too late to stop now. I'm way past it. You know? Oh, it says there's no U-turns here. I'm like, well, there's no one here to enforce that rule. So here we are.
Right.
You know? Be a rebel. I mean, don't you do it. Because the way you drive plus my behavior.
I am a good driver. I've never gotten a ticket. I've never been at fault for an accident.
You've been pulled over multiple times and they just let you go.
I've been pulled over once, and that's
because let you go.
That is because my inspection sticker was like 6 months out of date, and I didn't have car insurance, and my driver's license was expired.
And they let you go.
And they let me go. I was on my way to Pathfinder, and they pulled me over, and they were like, you need to fix all this stuff. And I was like, I will, I promise. And then they let me go, and then I went to Pathfinder.
Unfucking believable. I get court summons for people I'm not them. You did all your shit.
I did, and I admitted it. I was like, no, all that stuff that you have observed is correct.
They found a guy who has my same name. They sent me paperwork and told me that I was going to be indicted.
What?
I was summoned to court, and they were charging me with embezzlement and firing a woman. I read the document. Firing one of my employees, quote unquote, for something about like not accepting a bonus or something. I don't remember. I didn't do it because it's not me. I was supposedly the CEO of some school here. That's not me though, because if you know anything about me, they would never put me in charge of anything. It'd be a mistake. Right. That guy just drives through signs. Like, shouldn't put him in charge of anything. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Well. So we've learned a lot about ourselves today. We have. I don't deserve half the tickets I get. And you deserve more than you're getting. You deserve some more. Drives like a crazy person.
That's not true. Mm-hmm. All right. What do we go to this week's episode?
Most of the circles were on 2 wheels. And not the 2 you'd think. All right. Yeah, let's go to the episode.
Okay.
Before somebody realizes who you are and decides to send you tickets.
This is Candlekeepers, Chapter 16.
Does this one have a name?
No.
And it never will. It's not gonna.
Okay.
It's like it's doing it intentionally. It was on a fucking 11, which would have been +6, which would have been a 17, but it didn't. It rolled to a 4.
Yep.
10.
There doesn't seem to be a change in the dog's demeanor.
I don't even think this is a fucking dog.
I have a dog too.
You're rolling intelligence check.
No, I mean, all right.
Man, Yonk's just afraid he's not going to get his hamburger and cheeseburger and hot dog.
There's a blind lady cooking. You don't know what you're going to get. Also, I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, no.
Why don't you set them down? We can make you and your friends something to eat so we can get you a drink. You know, we're not hiding anything. You're welcome to stay and enjoy what we have here and talk to the other guests.
Well, my insight roll of 1 leads me to believe, okay, thank you.
You're very
welcome.
And
I will let go of the fucking guy who's clearly a prisoner but isn't, because my insight was 1. I will get into character. Hold on. I'm upset that I know a thing that my character's too stupid to know. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I'll look around some more.
Of course. Please enjoy the temple. Let us know if we can do anything to help you and your friends on your personal journey to betterment.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just drop the guy on the floor.
He kind of stumbles, and he takes out his little pad of paper and his notebook, and he looks up at you.
I'm just gonna say dwarf, and then I'm gonna leave.
He looks at DeAngelo.
Glass of red wine.
Writes it down.
And blacken the food like my soul.
He writes it down as well.
What? That dude is so depressed, man. I've only known that guy for like 3 hours, and I'm already sad, but I'm near him. He's got like an aura around him, like emotion aura. He's got that paladin move, emotion aura.
Yep.
It gives everyone 246 to their feelings.
All right.
Is there any other guests in the room besides Drillaxel?
Not at the moment. He is just enjoying a glass of wine and kind of watching what's happening. So the three of you kind of waiting in the dining area for your food?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
Okay.
Yep.
So after a few minutes, one of the staff will bring your various orders and wine and blackened food and cheeseburger and cheese fries and a baked potato and some onion rings and a side salad.
Oh God, you got me with the onion rings now.
And they will set a single glass of water with lemon in front of Kyumba. They'll kind of look around the table for a moment to see if anyone needs anything else.
Yonk dives right in.
And they'll give like a little bow and then go back to behind the bar and go back to cleaning.
Because I rolled a 1
Mhm.
on my insight, I'm going to drink the water.
Okay.
I sip my wine
All right.
slowly. Swish the glass and sip it some more.
Okay.
I'm stuffing my maw.
Why won't anyone tell us about the dwarf? He's been here the whole time. People saw him.
Well,
Why are they
one
so
person
cagey?
saw him. Yeah.
They didn't want want her to talk.
And the waiter wouldn't say anything either.
That is odd.
Do you think these are bad people? I mean, they have a really cool swimming pool and they've got games outside, and this is really good. And I just like shovel another claw full of food into my mouth. They don't seem like bad people to me.
No
One
one is
moment.
ever this happy. When they're this happy, they're more sad than I am inside. And they're overcompensating for it.
One moment. I'm going to get up and I'm going to take my glass of water and I'm going to sit down across from Jorlaxel. I'm going to set my drink down.
He kind of nods and tips his wine glass towards you. Hello.
Why are you here?
Like I said, I heard about it when I was up in Silvery Moon. Thought it was just something interesting to check out.
Do you have his weapon on him?
Yes, he has a rapier on him.
Seems like you and me are the only ones that decided to keep our gear with us.
They don't like it, but they don't stop you from doing it.
Why is that?
They say it.
No, not why did they say it.
Mm.
Why do you and I feel comfortable with our weapon?
Well, I think people like us are aware of what's really out there.
What's really in here?
That too.
Something isn't right. Something isn't right.
I pull my wand of secrets out.
Okay.
Under the table.
I didn't know he had it. It's working already. It's working already.
I have to look that up because I
Oh.
don't
I
remember
like.
what that does.
By the way, I like that
Yeah.
you were in the pool earlier, and you didn't have it, or maybe you did. Where'd you put it? Where'd you put it?
Would you like to know?
It is his
Actually,
wand of
yeah, if-
secrets after all.
Yeah.
He put it in his chamber of secrets.
Yep. Wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can expend one of its charges in a secret door trap within 30 feet of you. The wand pulses and points to the one nearest to you. It regains 1d3 at dawn.
Okay.
Right.
Secrets.
So, I think I have 3
Secret
charges still
door.
on it.
Okay. All right.
So,
So
oh, whoops.
you are using it.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate 1 charge.
Okay. Uh, there is no pulse. You use a charge, but it seems like there's nothing within 30 feet to alert you.
All right. I walk over towards the bar,
Okay.
pushing the glass in one hand, the wand in the other at my hip. I activate it again.
Okay. Nothing.
Shit.
Player knowledge. DM did read the spell. Just saying. There was nothing to find. She wouldn't have read the spell.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So, you guys have been in the dining room for a while. Just to give you an idea of the layout, to the west is the door that you came in from. The bar is directly across from there with the door to the kitchen. To the north is a set of double doors, but to the right, so to the east from the double doors, there are 2 other doors sort of opposite each other from like a short hallway. A sign will tell you that the single door on the north wall leads to the like rooms, the guest rooms.
Now I do have one more little trick up my sleeve.
Mhm.
I got a potion of mind reading.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop it.
Okay.
And then I'll make my way back to the kitchen.
Okay.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes. Hello.
My companions are very disturbed about our dwarven friend.
Hmm.
Who do you say I could talk to?
Well, I don't know if any dwarf has been here. You could talk to Azirsa, Morgana. Your friend seems a little paranoid, but he's welcome to talk to Ilmar. He is our esthetician.
Detect thoughts is going with a spell save of DC 13.
Okay.
When you cast a spell, let's see, for the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't speak any language, it's unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind at the moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving
Yeah, so you get
throw.
surface threat.
So
Okay.
she gets surface thoughts, yeah.
And then if you decided to shift to something else, but it lasts
basically,
for, yeah.
for 1 minute.
You pick up the thought of sort of a fleeting thought of her thinking, I don't know if Ilmar saw the dwarf. He is a little sneaky. So, as I said, dear, you and your friends are welcome to
Thank you.
use the temple. And if there's anything that, is more pressing that we can help you with, please let us know. We do this all in our dedication to Sunni.
More pressing, like, oh, I'm scared of spiders, as opposed to, hey, there's a missing guy.
Understood. I've always been a more fan of Ilmater myself.
To each their own.
Walks out.
Ill mother means sick mother. Sick
I
mother.
walk up to one of the servers, focusing on him. So no dwarf.
Got a real bibbity bobbity boo vibe on this bitch. Like, this guy's actually a pumpkin or something.
You don't pick up, like, sort of coherent thoughts. You pick up more the feeling of, like, almost like a predator watching prey from the bushes and waiting for a moment to strike. And then it's gone. And then they
Sounds like wait staff to me.
And they sort of smile at you and hold up their notepad and pencil.
I hand him back the glass of wine. I'm good. Thank you.
They nod.
I look back over. Very quietly. Oh, fuck that. I'm going to message them both mentally.
Okay.
Fuck talking out loud. Gonna delete the potion from my thing because
I
I
didn't
used
get the message. What's going on in my head?
it. I message Yonk first. Danger. We are in danger.
Kind of look around, somewhat confused because I don't see anything that looks dangerous.
He just pushes the knife away from him on the table.
But I find
Yonk, your
where-
cholesterol is dangerously high after that lunch.
Man, no, that's not great. I look over to see where DeAngelo is, and I kind of take a look at his demeanor. I assume I see a look of concern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will start to take much more close care to look at my surroundings to see if I my senses are heightened, so to speak.
I message.
He's taking on
Over.
full lizard form.
Yeah.
He's saving 15% on his insurance right now.
Actually, what I do is I slowly push back myself in the chair, stand up. I'm going to make my way back to my cubicle, and I am going to get my great axe of detecting scary stuff.
Okay.
The king. Same message.
Okay.
We are in danger.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look at Jarlax and be like, "We're in danger."
He looks around the room. It's like, well, I always assume I'm in danger.
Watch close. I'm gonna run from where I'm sitting, light my sword up, grab my hand on one of the tables, and I'm gonna fling it as hard as I fucking can against the wall.
Okay.
You want a strength check?
Yes.
15.
Okay. We'll say your sword sinks into the wood, a few inches, and the flames from it kind of char that part of the wall. The two people on staff kind of look at it and look at you, Green Song and her dog kind of come out of the kitchen. She's like, "What was that noise?"
I'm going to do my roar.
Okay.
Targets creatures of your choice within 10 feet that can hear you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw DC 15 and become frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
All right. So this is going to be a profiling roar.
All right.
I'm going to move within 10 feet of as many people as I can.
Okay.
Like near the kitchen, near the waitstaff.
We'll say you can either get both of the waitstaff or one waitstaff and the elf.
One waitstaff and the elf.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roar.
All right. And this is a wisdom save.
DC 15 wisdom save.
Okay. Waitstaff seems unaffected. The elf. And then her dog is there too. The waitstaff seems completely unaffected. The elf and her dog both kind of flinch, but they don't seem frightened.
Okay. So my profiling then is that we can't trust that the waitstaff is, you know what I mean? We can't trust that they're actual people. We're in danger. They won't talk. Have you ever
Wow.
heard of a waiter not talking?
Servers aren't people?
Yeah.
So they don't deserve a livable wage, is that what you're
That's
saying?
not what I said. I said they're not people. They're
Okay.
mutants.
Oh, okay.
Look, anyone who's ever worked anyone who's ever been a waiter can tell you that after a long shift, you don't really feel like a person, right? You feel like a fucking drone that's walking things back and forth. And look, if a guest, if a person that was at your restaurant stood up and screamed, right? Maybe they wouldn't react. I think they probably would though, right?
Yeah.
That lady seemed like she snapped for a second. So that means that she reacted to it. They didn't react to it at all.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So automaton, undead, fucking... I'm too stupid to know this. All I know is that they didn't freak out. I threw the table against the wall and it exploded. And that brought her out from the back, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to make, after the roar, someone's going to tell me what's going on. Like, I'm going to be really fucking mad.
Dear, please, we're going to need you to calm down.
I'm going to take the sword and smash another table.
From the lobby, the lobby door will open and Saith will step in because he has clearly heard like all the noises. He's like, "What is going on here?"
What is going on here?
That's what I asked.
You tell me.
Rachel, at what point will I get back with my axe?
We'll say at about this point you'll get back with your axe.
Okay.
So you have to kind of walk past Saith.
Well, I'll stand behind. I'll kind of enter the room and stand behind Saith, but then I'll activate my great axe.
Okay.
Magic weapon warns you of damage. While weapons on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet cannot be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. So, as I activate it, does my great axe start going nuts?
No, because that would be like basically like during a surprise round, you would be alerted, so you wouldn't be
It's
surprised.
like if someone were pointing
Okay.
a bow at you. It's like a spider sense. It wouldn't react to any danger, just immediate danger.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to stand there, and I guess I'm a little surprised by coming in and seeing His Royal Highness losing it, but I was told we're in danger, so I'm just gonna stand guard at the door and wait and see what happens.
Okay.
How's Jarlaxle reacting?
He has stood up from his seat. He's sort of staying back from like everybody, really. He's sort of standing near the double doors.
I'm gonna put both hands on my two-handed weapon,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna point it like towards, like halfway between the waitstaff and halfway between the elf.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna say, somebody's gonna have to tell me what's going on right now, or I'm just gonna kick this party off.
There's a moment of silence, and then the double doors open, and a drow wearing a belted silk robe kind of pokes his head out, and he's like, "What is going on out here?" And Green Song will say, "Ilmar, one of our guests is very stressed, as you can see." Um,
Ilmore, you say?
he'll nod.
Have you seen a dwarf, sir?
I've seen a dwarf. We've had dwarves.
By the name Fal. No, I'm gonna fuck that.
Falthrax.
Falthrax. You guys been saying Valrax so much. I can't fucking.
I don't I don't get everyone's name. We
You would have
see a
been
lot
2
of
to
people
3
here.
days ago.
Uh, perhaps he'll look over at Kyumba and be like, "You seem very stressed, sir. Would you like a complimentary massage to
I'm
help
going to
you?"
charge him
Okay.
as fast as I can. I'm
Uh-huh.
going to rush him,
Okay.
and I'm going to use. Well, we'll see how he
He
reacts.
sort of staggers back. The double doors open more. You can see it's like a long hallway with like a door at the end and then two doors on the right. And he's like he's like completely unarmed. He's wearing literally just like a silk robe and flat shoes, and he's kind of got his hands up.
Life's tough, motherfucker. You better get some pads. I'm tackling this motherfucker through the damn door if I have to.
Okay. Roll me an athletics.
15.
Okay. You easily tackle him. You both hit the floor. He is like the air is knocked out of him.
All right, I'm gonna grab the hair on
Uh-huh.
top of his head, hold his head back, and put my two-handed sword across his neck.
Okay.
Like it's not gonna touch, but it's on fire.
Uh-huh.
Tell me everything you know right now, or I swear to God, I'm gonna leave here with a bag full of heads.
Look,
No!
if you just he's gonna like lower his voice to you, and he's like, "I can't talk in front of her. Put the sword away." Are you sure you wouldn't like a massage? And he'll gesture to one of the side rooms. It really would calm you down.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm going to like fucking take the sword. I'm gonna like make a scene of it, walking out into the garden.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn the fire off and kick the door open.
Okay. So you're going through the lobby. So you're not acknowledging his offer.
I mean, I am, but I can't have them thinking I'm going to go meet with a guy who just I tackled for no reason.
Okay. You're going back out to the garden. The halflings are like sitting on the ground. They both look completely exhausted, and they look like one of them is like, "I don't want to be here. I want to go home." And the other one's like, "I paid a lot of money for us to be here. All right. This is my anniversary gift to you, and you're going to enjoy it." And they are clearly a married couple who are bickering. Ilmar will look over at DeAngelo and Yonk. The staff have come out, and they're sort of like picking up all the broken pieces of the table. Green Song will be like, "We really can't have outbursts like this here at the temple. Perhaps your friend needs to work on his anger issues."
Oh, that's gonna work on my anger, all right.
He is a bit intense. Yes. I look at DeAngelo. Mr. DeAngelo, maybe we should go outside and check on the king, I think.
The king has left the building.
That would be best, Yonk.
Okay. We'll see if we can calm him down.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The food was very lovely, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was the flesh of a
Anger.
child.
Anger's just a sign of a lot of deep pain inside, my therapist says.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll turn and I'll make my way back out to the garden to find Kyumba.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I follow,
All right.
afraid to leave Yonk alone.
All right. So the three of you and two quietly arguing halfling women are in the garden.
I guess as we exit, we'll make a beeline for Kuma. Uh, your Highness,
What?
I are you okay?
They're lying.
Well, Mr. DeAngelo said we were in danger, so
I slipped a potion of mind reading and drink it. They are. She's afraid if we talk to Ilmar, but the waiters all look at us like prey, like they're waiting to strike.
that doesn't sound good.
No.
From the corner with the halflings, one was like, "I told you I wanted to go to my mother's this week," and the other one's like, "I hate going to your mother's."
Go to your mother's house. I'm gonna yell at her. Go to your mother's house.
Don't. I hate going to his mother's house.
So, does that mean we need to go talk to the man that does the massages?
One of us needs to. Can't be me. I can cause a ruckus and draw some attention.
What do you want to do, Mr. DeAngelo?
I'm gonna point to DeAngelo. You go get a massage.
Was he pointing at?
You?
Oh,
Fine.
this is gonna hurt.
I just didn't want to send Yonk, and then they give him some information. He comes back with some bullshit about it. He's like, I think they said something about bubblegum or whatever. Like, what?
All right. I make my way. I
Making
continue
your way
my
to-
exodus.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I start the journey to the massage area.
All right. So,
Oh, this is gonna.
let's see. These adjoining chambers, dimly lit with shrouded lamps, are each furnished with a bed whose frame can be tilted and folded into different positions. Shelves and counters hold an array of perfumes, oils, and lotions, and scented candles that fill the room with a pleasantly invigorating scent. You can see the drow is here. He kind of looks at you, DeAngelo, like he's not sure what. He's still catching his breath after being tackled by a giant lion man.
The king said you wanted to speak.
So you would like a massage. That's wonderful. Please come in.
Yes, yes. As long as you don't inflict as much pain as that sun elf.
They're very healing, please.
Why don't you rub up on my ear and meet with some of that knowledge oil? You know what I'm saying?
He'll take you into one of the rooms and shut the door. And he'll be like, your friend is very direct.
I just met him 3 hours ago.
Well, perhaps not the best person to bring here at the time.
Well, we're kind of short on those of us that'll leave Candlekeep to go places, and not really leave of our own. We get told to leave.
You're from Candlekeep?
Yes.
DeAngelo, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
All right. That is a 13 on the first one. Oh, and a 7 on the second.
Okay.
Man, the rolls today suck.
I
We have been
know.
biffing it, man. I like handle animal +6. I'm like, I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I got a +5 to my persuasion. This is crap.
I don't know.
I know.
Yonk seems to be doing just fine.
Yonk has
Yeah.
been doing everything wrong. He's been eating all the food and fucking. I want to play the pool.
Haven't failed a roll though.
Yeah. It's like, can't fail if you don't try.
That's true.
I like that he's so innocent that he couldn't possibly see anything as malevolent here.
Right. Omar will kind of sigh and say, look, I work for the Harpers. Years ago, I was friends with Sylvari, but we fell out of touch before she had the temple built. Recently, I had a vision of her, and she appeared to be suffering, although it looked like her face was being reflected in a broken mirror. I've been trying to track her down, and I came here. I thought that she ran this place, but then I find these 3 women here. I suspect there's something going on. Look, those 3 women and their staff, they're very dangerous. They're not what they seem.
I tried to potion of mind read them, and that didn't work very well, but I got this prey predator sense from the staff. The ones that don't talk.
They're not people. Look, if I tell you, you can't act differently around them, because if they know that you suspect something, they're going to react, right? I've been working here trying to find out what happened to my friend. All right?
All right.
The staff, they aren't people. They're constructs that the women cast something on to make them look like people. But they can't talk. They just follow their orders. And those women aren't elves. And he'll lower his voice and he'll go, they're hags. It's a coven. They've done something with my friend, and I have to find her.
Booyaka, bitch!
Oh.
Sorry, edit.
We're out of the earshot of Candlekeep, right?
Mhm.
Fuck you, Avamore. Oh, I am torching that bitch in the back. I got a chain in my bag.
I think something could be learned about Sylvari either in the shrine or the tower, but they're locked and guarded. I haven't been able to get close to them.
Lucky for you, I have a knock spell.
Will you help me find my friend?
You help me find the dwarf.
He nods. There was a dwarf here a few days ago. They promised him some special ritual to help him with he said he felt like he had wasted his life, and he wanted to be young again. And I overheard them, and they said that they could help him with that through something special. I think they took him to the tower, but I haven't been able to get close to it.
Well, I say the right things, I might get the same treatment.
Just be careful. I don't know what they do in there.
We're all gonna die eventually.
Yeah, but I'd like that to be later rather than sooner.
To each their own. I want to survive long enough to kill that one, though.
Look, I can help you. I can, but I'm not much of a fighter. I can maybe cause a distraction. I have some supplies here that I've got hidden, but if I do too much, they'll be suspicious of me and I could disappear.
They got the fighting part down.
He nods.
You know well.
Yeah, I think my my ribs are gonna know well for a few weeks.
Well,
Got that flaming sword against the neck. Got that throat tan.
now the only way is to break it to the king without the king doing that a second time.
Look, please just be careful. I don't know where my friend is. I don't know what they've done with her. And that dwarf isn't the first person that they've taken to the tower. I don't know what happens to them. I don't know. You know, some people here are not like the staff. There's a little kobold here. They did something and now he's afraid of them. He does whatever they ask. There's a few of them like that around here. But I think they've been doing this for a long time.
Hags normally do. I'm gonna do healing hands on myself.
Okay.
It's one of my Azimar things. I'm gonna restore 6 of my hit points.
Okay.
That'll take me just 1 point down from my maximum.
All right.
So, all right. Let me go talk to my friends. Let me go calm them down.
Thank you.
Fuck that.
I know.
All right. So we'll cut back to Yonk and Kyumba and the bickering halflings.
And Azirsa's not out there anymore, right?
No.
Okay. You think Mr. DeAngelo's having any luck in there?
I'm on a deadline. I've got about an hour and a half before I start to lose my mind in here.
Well, if he thinks that the man that does the massages might give him some information, I wonder. I kind of gesture over to the two halflings that are arguing. Like, do you think maybe they'll talk now that the drill sergeant lady isn't out here anymore?
I'm gonna look at the tree. Is the tree moving?
No. But it wasn't moving before.
Yeah. Why don't you try talking to him?
Okay.
This is just like that time that you suggested we go on vacation to Waterdeep.
I
Always.
Oh, sorry.
And all we did there was it rained and there was a explosion in the streets and there was an attack at the temple.
Hi.
You're
Sorry,
acting like Waterdeep was my fault. It's the jewel of the south or whatever they call it. Of course things are going to happen there. That's part of the excitement. You never want to do anything exciting. My mother was
excuse me,
right about
man.
you. I shouldn't have
I
married you.
I against my better judgment,
Mhm.
I will roar. I'm gonna make an intimidation check.
Ah,
All right.
Oh fuck! It
so close.
it was
It's
right
like
on.
you're like in the gorge, Simba practicing on the lizard.
It was on the 20, right? And it just kind of went, yeah, and it landed on 2. So that's an
Uh,
intimidation check of 8.
they both look at you, Yonk. They look more annoyed than intimidated.
Ah, I'm sorry. I know you kind of seem to be in the middle of something, and I'm very sorry about your mom, and I'm very sorry that Waterdeep was a bad trip. Look, there's something really strange going on inside the people. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
sounded
that.
like someone was throwing a table earlier.
2
Yeah,
tables. I'm gonna.
Young kind of winces a little bit when he says that.
Mhm.
Um, my friend Mr. DeAngelo, he works with me at the library, right? And he's never lied to me before. He's always tried to protect me and he's always tried to keep me safe. And he says that we're in danger, that the people that are working here, they're bad people. And we think that maybe they're hiding our dwarf friend. So if you know where our dwarf friend is, it would really, really help us out right now. Or if you think there's something weird going on, that would really help us out too. But I don't want to see anything bad happen to anybody, especially you two, because you seem so nice, even though I know you're arguing right now. And I don't want to see anything bad happen to you. So if you know anything, can you please let us know?
Uh, we saw a dwarf our first day here. He was eating in the lounge.
Um, I describe what Falthrax looks like.
Yeah.
And so he was here a couple of days ago. Hey, and I kind of wave over to Kyumba to come over.
I'm gonna come
Um,
out. I'm gonna like be walking on my sword.
so so they did see him a couple of days ago, so we know he was definitely here,
Yep.
but you haven't seen him since?
No, just our first day. Like I said, it was in the dining area, the lounge. She
Did he
ordered, she picked
Hold
the
up, hold
worst
up.
order for dinner.
Sorry. I am. I wanted to say it beforehand, but I'm watching this tree the entire time they're having the conversation.
Okay.
I saw it move.
Mhm.
I don't trust this
Mhm.
tree anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
So just clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry your dinner was bad too.
It's not my, I picked the special. When you go somewhere, you pick the special. That's what you do.
Okay,
Knock it
okay.
off.
Did
Answer
did
the
he
question straightforward, or I swear to God, I'll put you both in the tree.
did did he have the special too? Or did you
I,
notice what he was eating?
he was just sort of picking at his food. He seemed sad.
He wasn't happy.
No.
Okay, so we know he came here in order to try and not be sad anymore, and he was here and he was still sad.
Mhm.
Okay, that seems important.
And then the next day, there was a younger dwarf here. We thought maybe his son. He looked kind of similar. And then after that, we didn't see either of them.
Does Yonk know enough about Falthrax to know if he has a son?
Probably not.
Okay, wouldn't think so.
Loris didn't say anything about
Okay,
a son.
right. Okay, so another dwarf shows up, and then you don't see either of them. So now we have 2 missing dwarfs, Your Highness. Our problems just got twice as big. Okay, we got to go. I got to go
I
tell
would
Mr.
add.
D'Angelo.
I would add something to this, but there's no fucking way. I have a -1 intelligence. There's nothing I got. I got
Uh,
nothing here.
Mhm.
Okay. We got to go tell we got to go find Mr. D'Angelo, make sure he's okay, and then we can tell him that there's 2 dwarfs missing now. And
He'll find us.
you just want to wait here?
He'll come find us.
Okay. Then I'm going to look around and find a bench or something in the garden that sort of faces the entryway that comes out.
Okay.
And I'm going to go sit there and I'm going to wait for Mr. DeAngelo to show up so that I can tell him what I've learned.
All right.
I'm
Couple
gonna.
minutes.
I'm staring at this tree like really close now.
Okay. Seems like it's just a tree.
I'm gonna turn on my flaming sword and I'm going to tap it.
It doesn't move.
I'm turn off the sword
Okay.
and I'm gonna kind of stick it in the dirt next to it with my hand around the handle,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna lean forward to the tree and I'm like, I got my eye on you.
At this time, DeAngelo will enter the garden.
Oh no, dude! I heard the hags. I fucking bailed. I jumped on the horse and I was gone.
You don't have a horse.
No horses, trust me. If anyone knows that they don't have a horse, it's me.
I'm kidding. I'm going.
I like
Alright.
how you kind of coughed in rhythm. It kind of looked like you started doing like a little dance move, like. I was like, yeah, look at that, yeah.
So, into the garden. I see the two of them.
Mhm.
I journey over to them.
Okay.
There you go.
Mr. DeAngelo. Are you okay?
No,
Oh.
I'm choking on life.
I've been snorting life all morning.
Oh,
Okay, so
so
listen, this is what we found out. We came out here and we talked to these two nice ladies that can't seem to stop arguing with each other, and they said that they did see a dwarf and it definitely looked like Falthrax, and they saw him a couple of days ago. And then the next day, they said there was another dwarf here who was younger and looked like it could be his son, but I don't think Falthrax has a son. And then both dwarves were missing. So now we're missing two dwarves.
Angelo looks at the king and he looks back at Yonk.
I'm still staring at the tree.
All right. And now the drow told D'Angelo.
Mhm.
Damn it.
You okay?
Yeah. The drow told D'Angelo that the dwarf was complaining about feeling too old, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Or that was also probably something that Loris would have.
It was relayed to
Yeah.
us that
Yeah.
he felt like he wasted his life.
Yeah.
All right.
So is this? So you guys are having this conversation in the garden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
Can I
don't
roll
worry, I
intelligence
got the
check
tree
to
on
see if I
ice,
can
no
put them
worries.
together?
Hmm?
Can I roll intelligence check to see if I can put
What's
something
your
together
intelligence?
between the two?
What's your
I got
intelligence?
a 17 intelligence.
You're
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to. This
Okay.
is not hard. It's just word morons.
No, I know. I'm just so. I'm like, Falthrax got a special trip to the tower because they wanted to do a ceremony with him.
Yonk
By
looks
the way,
around.
the drow you
tower?
tackled, I look at King,
Uh-huh.
whisper, the drow you tackled is a harper. Those people that won't talk to you guys, they're constructs. They're not real. You don't have to feel bad about killing them.
I'm gonna say over my shoulder. Good to know.
You have to promise not to move on the next fart I tell you. Keep it really, really cool. Like a dead body cool. You just gotta keep it cool.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying. Look, I'm playing my guy the way
Yeah.
I wrote
Yeah.
him down. I literally
Yeah.
wrote in his. Oh, hold on. Let me find it. Features and traits. Oh, do I? I don't. Where is it? Description. Bold, vengeful, and loyal. Glory in the name of the great gray plains. Egotist, single-minded. So,
Excellent.
yeah, good luck with that. I'm gonna try. I'm
All
gonna
right.
try. I'll roll something. I'll roll something.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. They're hags.
Sword on.
Yonk
Bro,
doesn't.
we got Voltron here activating the blazing sword
Yeah.
about to go chop some ropey shit up.
I
in the
tried to throw
fucking
as
place.
many. I tried to throw as many like lion-based references as I could. The fact that I roared early on and the lizard didn't react is just a coincidence. That is so fucking perfect because it was like Simba in the gorge practicing on the thing. Yeah. And then anyway, deposed king coming back for his you get it.
Yeah.
And then the not Voltron, what's his name? Lion-O. The flaming sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thunder, 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 thunder.
Yonk doesn't move because he was instructed not to, but you hear him go. He inhale really strong when
Yonk, if King moves, you have to follow.
Okay. Hags.
We can't let him die. We just made friends with him.
And
if I tell my therapist we lost another friend, yeah, it's not going to go well for me.
Your therapist is going to go jump off a cliff.
I've had to talk my therapist back from the cliff.
Oh
of how
no!
Bad I need another therapist.
No.
I want to. Can I just roll something just to because this would be a complicated thing for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom check. We'll split it 10 and 10, top and bottom, and this will lead in one direction because that's where I want. So
okay,
we'll say this is a weird type of roll, but it's just because my wisdom will modify the decision. The bottom part, the top end of the decision, from 14 to 20,
okay,
will mean I freak the fuck out and go hunting.
Okay.
1 to 13, which will be the larger range, will be me vocalizing an opinion that I would probably have, but might be overwhelmed and unable to. So this is fair, I think.
All right.
Oh, we got lucky. 8. Okay. I'm going to turn the sword off.
I was so sure you were going to get nat 20.
Yeah. Plus 19. I'm gonna turn the sword off, and I'm gonna turn around, like kind of stoically, and walk over to them. How can we trust the massage guy?
The only 3 we can trust is each other in here.
And maybe Jarlaxle.
But I need to get into the tower, and it's locked. I have a spell that can open the door, hopefully.
I have a spell that can open the door too, and I'm just gonna tap my sword on the ground.
So the question is, do we do this quietly or loudly?
Maybe a distraction. I'm good at distractions.
Yonk is going to walk back over to the 2 halfling women. And he's going to lean in real close.
I didn't even want to get a dog. You're the one who wanted that dog.
Hey, look.
Yes.
Look, sorry. If the 2 of you want to continue to argue with each other, you should go do it somewhere else.
We're on our anniversary trip.
You're gonna be on the anniversary of your death if you don't leave here.
There's
give me
this place. I just shut it.
No, I'm gonna use intimidation.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck me, man. I swear to God. What is this dice broken? What is that? Am I rolling a D5?
Oh,
I got a 10.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping in and listening to Candlekeepers by the Freelance Heroism Podcast crew. And we hope that next week you'll come back and listen to some more.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you can
check us out on our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism.
donate if you'd like to help us make more episodes like this.
Yeah.
Or episodes like something else. And Rachel, tagline?
Return your library books on time.
Do it, or else you'll be in trouble.
Or else.
Or else. Can we take like a 2-minute break?
I was actually
Yeah.
just
More
about to
water.
ask because well, that and I drank 2 of these, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You have
Alright.
to pee.
I have to pee. So yes,
I call
and
that
all,
balloon animaling.
well, no.
You have
Not
to
only
twist
that,
it.
but all
You
the
have to
talk about
twist it
the
up.
pool wasn't helping.
Oh,
'Cause I'm like,
no.
oh shit. Anyway, I'll be right back.